Hi guys, welcome you all to another session by Developer Funnel. As you all know, our channel focus is on the interview specific topic. And today our topic is how to host a dynamic website on S3. As of now, we have just heard a static website or a static web page. No, I'll show you how to host a dynamic website built in React, Angular on S3, and will connect with Route 53 to host as a proper URL also. So stay with me for a very interesting session. And before starting, I just want to give you a brief about my channel. As my channel focus completely on the interview specific topic, I recommend everyone to subscribe that and it help you to crack your interview because the complete focus is on the all the latest and trending topic which market demand or which generally ask in the interview. So let's begin. As of now, we heard that S3 is basically a one bucket that can host a static for website for me. Now, let me show you a one dynamic website and we'll proceed with hosting this dynamic website on S3. This is one website that is built in React. It's a complete dynamic website and it's calling the API and loading the data for me. It's getting us some list of the restaurant for me. And it's not static. It's again calling one API from where it's getting that list of a data. All the code of this application I'll share with you through my GitHub. You can follow Akash Developer. There are a lot of code regarding React, Angular, Node, Python, machine learning, AWS. So many code are available. You can follow and take the benefit of that. So this is our complete dynamic website and our target is to host this dynamic website on S3. So let's begin. When we work on this dynamic websites, so what happened after doing a development, how we take it to production? We always make a build of this application. How? Once your application is ready to take, just write npm run build. Once you write npm run build, what this build will do for you? This build is going to create one build folder of our application and that build folder application will go to production. So we'll open this first tab folder and here it's gonna create one file called by the name of build. In this build, my complete application got compiled and ready to consume. Now, your next step will be you have to go to your S3 bucket, create a one bucket. Basically, I have one domain name by the name of akashhanda.xyz where I want to host this website. Means when somebody go to this particular URL, they can see this website running. So how exactly I can do all these things? I'll show you in a while and I'll just open right now. It's going to come as blank for us because it's not yet connected. So we are learning three things here: how to host a dynamic website, how your S3 work, how your Route 53 also work, and how to connect with the DNS. Means quite interesting things that we're learning now. So when I host my website on S3, so I make sure I have to connect with this URL. And when I have to connect to this URL, my bucket name should be same as this particular URL that we are having. Now what I'll try is I'll replicate the same thing that is in our folder on this S3 bucket. So we'll go back to our first app and what all file I can pick, I'll pick those files first of all. Not from the complete folder, open the build folder and pick the file from the build folder because ultimately at the end we just need the build code, no node module, nothing else. Similarly Angular work, in the Angular also make a build and deploy that. Similarly node work or similarly any Python or Java application can be compiled into one single files. Now the storage class which I want to pick for this is S3, basically is a standard. Now storage class determine how frequent you want to access the data. So I want to access data very frequently, so I'll go with a standard class and then I'll upload. Now if I go back to our folder, we'll see there's one folder called static which have one folder called CSS and one folder called JS. So we'll follow same pattern. We'll go back to our folder S3 and create a one folder say static. And basically I'll save that. After that, in the static folder, I'll create one folder by the name of CSS and one folder by the name of JS. And we'll try to upload the file here. In the CSS, I'll upload all the file from that CSS folder. Static, CSS, select, open, and next. next, next, upload. In very similar fashion, we'll go back to our static folder, open the JS, upload all the compiled JS, you can take it there. So go back to static, JS, take it and upload all. Same fashion we have uploaded all the things. So we make a same structure on my S3 bucket as it was on my local. Now your dynamic website is compiled and on S3. Now two things you have to make sure. First of all, make sure your bucket have a permission of a public access, and all the file that you have to make it public. Make sure you do this thing, else what happen, some part of the code will run, some part of a code will not run, and you think like why it's not running. So to make all of them as a public, I can do through the code also, but I'm just considering a way that I don't know about anything about AWS. With a very minimum knowledge, I want to host it. So I'm selecting all the files one by one, and let me just select all and make it public, and then I'll again come back. Or other way of doing that is just select all, go to action and make public like this. So now all my files are public. First of all, we understand how to host a website on S3. Now go to the bucket properties. In the property, one thing called static website hosting, and I'll give my main file that is index.html here and save this. Once I do that, now it gives us one DNS URL. We'll take this URL and run that. So guys, our first step is done. My dynamic website is on S3. See, a complete dynamic website is on S3. Now, our next phase, that is you are getting this URL, but I don't want that. I just want akashhanda.xyz and that website should be visible to me. So what should I do? This is ready. Now we'll go back to the next thing. I'll open a one duplicate tab. Now we'll jump to next service called as your Route 53. So see guys, when we learn a development, no, the deployment is also very necessary here. So we'll go back to service called Route 53. It's a part of networking. Open that. If you don't have a domain, you can buy a domain from GoDaddy or a Big Rock or any website, XYZ website, you go and buy a domain. Now basically we'll say get started now, and we'll say create hosted zone. In the Route 53, create hosted zone. After selecting that, give your URL. My URL is akashhanda.xyz. Make a public hosting and just create. Don't write HTTP, nothing. Your things got hosted and you got NS record, that stands for name servers. Means how that domain is going to connect with this particular URL. You have to pick all these name servers, and what you'll do, each platform like any of the domain platform have different way to map it. The one which I am using have one way to map it in the way that I have to open this URL, means I have to go to the order and I have to go to name server. Everybody have the name server option. Just go to name server, add your name server like this. After that, I'll pick next name server. Why we have so many name servers? Name servers are the one that is connecting. And why so many? For high availability, that they make sure your website is always up and running. So now I'll mark it here. One by one, I add all four of them here. And once I add all four of them, I'll update. Once you update, then now go back to Route 53 again. Say create record set. In this record set, we'll connect our S3 website to this domain name. Now, when we connect the internal resource of AWS, no, we just select create record set, alias, and Akash Handa and that bucket name. We'll not talk about routing policy and all. We'll just create it. Now, your domain name is mapped with this S3 website. Now, last step, now we have to go domain name and check it's running or not. Now, after configure that, if we go to akashhanda.xyz, see guys, the website is loaded. So what we did, let's have a quick recap. We went to S3, we upload all our build file, we made all public. After that, we went to Route 53, we hosted our domain name, we went to that particular vendor, and then we add a name server. After that, when we go to akashhanda.xyz, I can see that my website is loading. Even though It's loading through the S3 also, but we linked properly to the domain name. So we learn how exactly to host a dynamic website on S3 with routing. At the end, I must say, subscribe this channel. And just to add one thing here, on this channel, generally we do a webinars where we'll teach people how to prepare for interview. So do subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching this. Thank you. Bye bye.